Hey, what's up people? This is Jay from swimtrading.com, aka Swim Trader. This is another episode. Another week has passed, and this week we are going to review what happened in the last week, and this week where are the key levels, key turning points. I'm going to review exactly where they are in this coming video. So now, last week it has been the market on steroids. As we can see, the market started here, and then for the next 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it gained around 60 points on the S&P 500, bringing it to this previous all-time high, the resistance over here, which is around 2960. Then again, I'm using the S&P 500 futures as a proxy for the S&P 500 spot, because TradingView decides to be funny and I cannot log in and have an account and read S&P 500 cash market. So yeah, that's a stupid policy. But anyway, where is the upside for this coming week? Well, we can see that the long-term trend line, which is the blue color trend line, is down here. So in this coming week, what I'm expecting is that it finds some footing or finds some consolidation around this area, which is like 2950. Okay, so that's on the futures. I'm expecting to consolidate around this area and then climb up, which is eventual target if it is bullish, especially towards Thursday and Friday, where the G20 meeting is happening. Then we can expect an upside of 2980. This is where I'm expecting. So if you are thinking that, hey, maybe the market can go even higher, then to where, you may ask? Well, if you take, or if you believe what the technical analysts used to say traditionally, where we have a pennant pattern over here, you can see that this one is the pole. So this pole over here is normally known as P1. So if you were to replicate this same range over here, you are going to find that the P2, it is going to land somewhere just before the R2, which is around 3030. Okay, so this is the eventual upside that I'm looking at, but I do not think that it is going to happen this week. In fact, for the rally to be healthy, I rather it find some consolidation at 2950, consolidate and then bounce up. And why the consolidation is important? Because we are seeing signs that the sellers are coming in, just by evidence of that two shadow over there. However, one good news is that the volume is not too high. That means the pressure, the selling pressure is not as fierce as expected in some other counters. So volume is pretty normal. So this is just maybe traders closing out the positions for the week and selling it off a little bit, but we still have a very stellar, fantastic rally in the last 5 days. So my favor for the S&P 500 in this coming week, it is sideways with a little bit of upside. I am not expecting much of a downside unless Thursday, Friday, the G20 meeting, something happened between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping, and they decide to be funny, retaliate, trade war, then probably. All right. And in the event that it comes down, we should be looking at a downside of 2,900, which coincides with the R1 pivot. So this is what I'm looking at on the S&P 500. So moving over to Germany, okay, the Germany 30, the DAX. And this is one of my favorite trading counters because it has fantastic predictability for day trading. So where are we looking at for this coming week? Well, things do not look as rosy for Europe, or rather in terms of Germany 30. You can see that likewise, okay, the candles, the week closed with a little bit of bearishness, although midweek or the starting of the week we have a huge up bar. So this is Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, so in this bar over here we can see some form of selling, okay, some form of selling pressure, okay, and relatively the volume has been pretty much consistent in the same cluster. So this selling down action is much more serious if you compare it to the S&P 500. So again, this also coincided with the previous high over here, which is at 12450. So this becomes a resistance in this area. However, this week, what if you were to find any consolation, we should be looking at a retest of this zone, which is somewhere between 12300 and 12200, which is coinciding with the R1 level. So I'm expecting like a breakout and then come back and retest here if any upside were to happen in the next week or the later part of the week. Okay, so key thing over here is I want to see this retest, and this retest should set us up for the next leg. If not, then we have a breakdown, and breakdown to where? To the round number 12,200. So these two scenarios are definitely possible in the coming week for Germany 30. Now on to gold, because gold has been pretty much a darling in the last week, in the recent week, because of what happened between Iran, and Iran shot down the drone for US, and now everything is flying off to the safe haven, which gold included in it. So this is gold, the gold futures. Last week gold has been pretty nice to my community of traders, including myself. So I caught this pin bar. Okay, so I caught this pin bar. Not on this pin bar, I saw this false breakout. All the trap traders, okay, so you call them TT, all the trap traders were there, the shorties were there, and where would they put their stop loss? Middle of the range, high of the range, which was exactly what happened, because the next day, upon seeing all the traders being trapped here, I long my position. So I long the position, and thereafter you can see the next few days it went up, and what I wasn't expecting, my eventual target was 1370. I wasn't expecting it to hit 1400. Well, hey, that's a blessing in disguise. But is gold going to go up more from here? Well, let me just zoom out. You can see that the pink color line, so gold, the blue color line here is the long-term trend line, and the pink color line here is the medium-term or the short-term trend line. What you can see that if you use the previous few swing points to project the this angle forward, we can see that right now it is at a resistance of, and especially around the round number of 1004, which it has not seen for the last 6 years. So what I'm expecting for gold this week is that it should go sideways and consolidate. So if the consolidation happens like this, that means pressing around 1004 to 1410, then maybe the next leg should happen. However, if there is a pullback, so now you can see that this is quite P1, okay, then sideways, then P2. So this is around there, hitting the resistance. The P2 is around there. So if it pulls back, anything that goes up this fiercely should come down with the relative ferocity as well. So to where? Ideally, I will want to see it does a retest of R3 1370 over here, and let's take it from here. Okay, so when it comes down to 1370, and if I can see signs of consolidation, then yes, I would be very inclined to move this forward, or take this long trade for gold. All right, so some of you are wondering how do I, or where do I share all this analysis. I welcome you to search for my Facebook group, which is called the Swim Trading Trade Discussion. It is an open group, but of course I will have to approve you. So send me your request, send me your join request. I would approve it, and I will share all the timely updates to you on this group. All right, so that's all I have for you this week. We are looking at S&P 500, gold, as well as my favorite day trading index, which is the DAX. All right, so you know what to look out for, you know how to trade it. If you have any questions, drop me a message on Facebook. You can find my name, J Toon. Okay, so that's me. So this is my Facebook page. Or remember, join my Swim Trading Trade Discussion Facebook group, and send me your requests. I would approve it. All right, so that's all I have for you for this week. Trade safe, and I will catch up with you next week. Goodbye.